Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Erica, or Ricky Mickey Plans, and I'm here to plan another week because the weeks keep coming, so I keep planning. This is the week of December 9th through the 15th, and I'm planning again in my classic size happy planner with vertically aligned pages, and they pop off the discs really nicely to work with flat. Move the planner off to the side, and let's get going. Have you ever noticed or thought about, if you're a decorative planner, surely you've thought about it, how many different themes there are to decorate with during Christmas season, and yet we only have 3 or 4 weeks to decorate? There's no way I can get through all the themes. I can't. There are so many things I'd love to do, but then there are only 4 weeks. I don't know, maybe I just need to start doing Christmas all year or something. Anyway, this week I went with Christmas trees. There are sticker books out there made by other people that have Christmas trees in them, but I don't own those books. Hold on, I have to sneeze. Sorry about that. Okay. Anyway, I just don't have those books, and so I just went online and Googled, what did I Google? Free Christmas tree illustrations, and that got me a lot of choices. I'm getting rid of this little mermaidy thing at the bottom because this is an older planner that is kind of nautically themed, and I'm obviously not going with the nautical theme. So getting rid of that. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this dark print here because I'm going to cover it, but the dark print is hard to cover. Yeah, let's just white out the whole page. No. All right, anyway, so like I said, I'm going with Christmas trees this week, and I'm going to show you what to do when you're not, or what I like to do anyway, when I'm not positive what I want to do with a spread. For instance, I know I want a bunch of Christmas trees along the bottom of the page, right? But I don't know where I want them. Now, you can do this. You don't have to make your own stickers for this to work. You can totally do this with stickers from Happy Planner or from other sticker makers. This is nothing stuck to just what I do. So these are just normal stickers. They peel up like that, right? But I'm going to cut them out, and I'm going to cut them rather haphazardly because it's going to help me figure out, ooh, that just went flying. It's going to help me figure out the placement where I want them to be. And then once I get that figured out, then I can peel them up and put them on the page. But right now, all I know is I want Christmas trees along the bottom. But I don't know where I want them. Do I want them in the boxes? Do I want them on the lines? Do I want them perfectly spaced? Do I want them more randomly spaced? I don't know what I want. And I don't think I can imagine what I want until I can see it, just because I must not have a strong enough imagination. I don't know. So when I do this, it is a very much easier job. Easier job? It is very much easier for me to see the vision I have. That doesn't make sense. But, I kind of have a vision, but I don't have a vision. That's the problem here. So anyway, so I'll get these cut out haphazardly. And now I can kind of arrange them where I think they will look good. So I could do them like on the lines. If this were cut out, it would go right along that line, and just space them out nice and evenly like so. I feel another sneeze coming. So I could do something like that. I have few to do that, but that's okay. Give me a second. I need to go sneeze again. Thank you. And no, I don't have one too few for that because there's one right here. So I could just line them up perfectly like that. I don't think I like that look. I don't think I like that at all. So let's change it around. Let's do it more, I don't know, in little groups. So like this guy, I'm just making this up. I'm going to group these 3. So something sort of like this. And then I'll group 2 more. Let's just do I don't know, this one, and let's do these 2 snow-covered ones because I feel like the snow would fall in the same area. Not that this is a realistic picture, but... And so we'll put these guys kind of like this, and one higher and one lower to give it a little interest. And then we could put 3 more here, kind of like we did over here, but 3 instead. Something like that. And then we'll put this. I did print a big one for the bottom corner. I don't really need to cut this one out because this one I did have a clear vision for. But just for the sake of the video, let's lay it down. And so I'll group these together sort of like that. That looks a little better than everybody lined up nice and evenly, doesn't it? All right, so I'm going to take a few minutes and peel these guys up and put them down, and then we'll get moving with the next step. Okie dokie. Well, that was kind of fun. Just putting those little guys down was just a little bit of ignoring life and just playing with stickers, and that's that was enjoyable. All right, next I did print off a quote sticker to go over in the sidebar. Again, I think I printed it too big, but I'm just going to deal with it and just go into Monday on this one. So we'll put this guy right here. His oversizedness is just how it's going to be. It's not what's under the tree that matters. It's who is gathered round. Ta-da! All right. I also made myself some boxes for our dress-up days. These I'm not going to cut out because I know where I'm going to put them. They're just going to go at the top. So I work at a public school. I teach, and I teach in both the middle school and the elementary school, which means when we do dress-up days, which both schools do dress-up days all of December. The elementary does them pretty much just for teachers, which is kind of cute because the kids are all like, they love kind of trying to figure out why the teachers are all dressed up and that kind of thing. And so we do just the teachers, and the middle school lets the kids in on it too. We let the kids in on 1 or 2 of them. Like we have a pajama day, and yeah, we let the kids do that one because that would be mean to wear pajamas and not let the kids. But so I get to partake in whichever of the dress-up days I desire because I work at both. So I need to write down the dress-up days so that when I'm getting ready in the morning, I know what to put on. So that is what those are for. And really that is all I had planned ahead. That's all I printed out. So now everything else is off the cuff here. So I need to get some highlighters. So I've been planning for years. And I've always been one to plan with boxes. And I always liked boxes for activities and appointments that I knew of ahead of time. But I've recently started using highlighters just because number one, I'm trying to save money and not buy more sticker books all the time, not buy sticker paper all the time, and I'm just trying to simplify things a little bit. And so highlighters have been my new go-to for most things. Now, I will still use boxes for some big things. So for this one, I'm going to use Mojo Jojo's foiled rainbow boxes because for one, it's Christmas and everybody needs a little sparkle like foil now Christmas. But number 2, I don't know how to make foiled boxes. Like I can't make them. So I'm using hers because she knows how to make them. Yeah, I can't make these on my printer, right? So we have 3 big things this week. My husband has 2. I got to think about this, how I want to do this. My husband has 2 concerts. And then we also have the church cantata on Sunday. One concert I think can be smaller. I think I can list everything on this one for the second concert. The second day is actually 2 concerts on the same day, which, crazy, but it actually pardon me, it actually makes sense. And I'll use this one for the cantata. So I'm going to do these sparkly stickers for concerts. My concert was last week. Hallelujah. I'm so glad it's finished. It's just like not all my stress is gone, but a huge amount of my stress is gone when the concert is over. So that is his high school concert. He is also a public school music teacher, just like I am, but he does middle school and high school. And so that's his high school concert. This is both of his middle school concerts. He has 2, like I said, on the same day. And then this is the church cantata that is this big enough? Yeah, it's big enough. That he's the choir director at the church, and I'm a choir member, so that's a big deal too. That's our big concert. So those are big things, like stressful things, and so I wanted them to have boxes, but the rest I think I'm going to try to do with highlighters. I know that after school on Monday, we have a meeting. I actually have 2 meetings. I can't go to both of them. But, all right, so I'm going to put one of these here. Let's see. So this will be the meeting that my husband and I have together. And then I'm also going to mark, oh no, I just highlighted my hand. I'm also going to mark a meeting I cannot go to, but I think I'm going to do that one without highlighter so it doesn't have as much attention. But I do have to miss a meeting because of this meeting. And so I want to make sure I get the information that I'm missing. So the way I'll do that, I'm just going to get a pen. And I'm just going to write it in. I feel like it should have an icon or something. I'll come back to that. All right. Anyway, so that will get written in differently. Maybe I'll add highlighter. Maybe I won't. I don't know. All right. I also have a meeting after school on Tuesday, which is important to mark down because I'll also have to help my husband set up for his concert. So that will be interesting. It'll happen, but it'll be interesting. My son has community soccer on Tuesday evening. So I will put that. I don't need to keep track of my children's things. My children are adults, but I like to keep track of it because they are both living at home, and so at least then I know who's where, right? There is another big thing on Tuesday. I'm going to pull out the sparkly boxes again because my daughter, who is in college, she's a junior, and she has a gigantic project, like of gargantuan size, that is due on Thursday morning. And so even though that doesn't affect me directly, I'm going to want to, give her all the positive energy that I can on Thursday morning about that. She will have an appointment Thursday evening. So I'm going to put that here. Yeah, I'll put that here. That's her appointment that she has, kind of a regular standing appointment that she has. There is a staff party on Wednesday, but we did not sign up to go, so I'm not going to put that. We will have a rehearsal for this cantata on Saturday morning, so I'm going to put that. I'm going to do that with highlighter. That should be enough for that. And then we have these Post-its. So this one is church. I've already got a sticker for that, so I'm going to move this Post-it to next week, which is over on my desk. This, I don't know if it is happening or not. It's not been happening as much lately as it used to, but it does happen periodically. These 2 green highlighters are not very different, but I'm alternating anyway. I'm going to put this sticker more as a hopeful place marker because I want it to happen. This is a game night that we play with some friends, and everybody's just been really busy lately, so I don't know if it'll happen, but I'm going to put a place marker there because I want it to. This one I'm pretty sure will not happen because this is a game night that my husband does online with his brother and some friends from like all across the country. But since he has this concert, I can't imagine he's going to come back after the concert and do that. So I'm not going to put it on there. And if it happens, that's okay. That's okay. And then the other poster I have is Trash and Shot Night. let me get my icons that are in my fancy Ziploc bag. So trash night, I'll get myself a little sticker for him. These I made on address label paper because I wanted them clear. And it's a great idea. Okay, it's a great theory. And it did work, but it's hard to peel them up. It did work, though. Okay, so trash night. I just got a sticker stuck to the back of that. There we go. Put a trash can here for trash night. And then on trash night, we also, because of a family member who has to take a shot once a week for maintenance meds, we make that shot night as well. So I will put my little syringe for shot night. My daughter is not working this week because she was off because of said gigantic project. I don't want to use that sticker this week because I want to use this sticker this week because it's green and it matches, but it goes with game night. So there we go. Let's go like that on this side. Let's put a soccer ball here. Do I need these icons? No. But do they draw my attention nicely? Yes. And so that is why I like them. They work very well for things like that. I do have, after school on Wednesday, a vet appointment for my doggo. So let me tell you one more thing I do. Top row is mostly for things that are all day, like I have to get dressed for all day, or mornings. This is for daytime or afternoon, and this is for evening and nighttime, mostly, okay? So these two meetings are after school. They could have been here or here. Didn't matter. This is right after school. It could be here or here. It doesn't matter. I'm going to put it here because it's getting crowded up here and empty here. So visually, I'm going to want it here just because it makes it interesting to look at for me. Is that necessary? No. But I am decorating my planner, so visuals are part of it, right? So I don't want to cover up the sparkle when I put this in here. Is that weird? I just don't want to cover up the shiny stuff. So I'm not going to cover up the shiny stuff. I might cover it up over here because I won't have as much room to write. Nope, I'm just going to put it right there and make it work. So that's a lot. I could put one on the rehearsal too. We'll put you right there. All right. Nobody's flying anywhere. No bright and early mornings. And I will come back to these. So that is it for Icon Land right now. Now I can take this Post-it and move it to next week. You will see it on next week's video. It'll be right there. Okay. A few more things now. Back to Highlighter Land. By the way, I talk myself through this when I'm doing it because it helps me to remember everything I have to do. That's why I do this planning stuff, right? If I don't write it down, I'm going to forget. So I do have it in a Google Planner or Google Calendar, but I really need it where I can, I can see it really well. We will have an extra long choir practice on Wednesday, probably, like at least an extra half an hour, I'm sure. So I will mark that. That doesn't get a music note because we have choir practice every week. In fact, I used to have a Post-it for it. It must have lost its sticky, so I may have to redo my Post-its because that one's supposed to have one. Is there anything else going on this week? I do believe that is it. If there's anything else going on, I don't know about it. So there you go. I do want a box for steps. I'm now seeing that I may not have enough room. I might have, by making this so big and this so big, I may not have enough room for steps there. Let me think. Should I use another shiny sticker? I can. Let's do it. Let's get a shiny sticker. Let's stick with this Kelly green. I like it. And there's not enough space. So, choices. I can just go over the tree. I can pull the tree up and go under the tree, or I can make the tree come down further. I think I'm going to make the tree come down a little bit further. So let me put this to the side and let me pull this tree up as gingerly as possible. Don't want to destroy her. Now it might be hard for me to line that edge up again, so we may do some zhuzhing there to make that work. This is coming up, but it's curling, and I don't like it to curl because then it's harder to see what I'm doing. All right, so let's put the steps box down so I know what I'm doing and I can gauge where I want the tree. And we'll do, yeah, that'll work. Okay. We'll go over it ever so slightly. I'm going to have to cut that a little more, but that's okay. And we'll go like that. Now I feel like this tree, no, it's fine. I want the bigger tree in front just because scale-wise I feel like it's bigger because it's closer. Again, I know not going for realism here, but, you know, a little bit wouldn't hurt, right? A little bit of realism. All right. Oh, that's so crooked. Oh, I don't mind crookedness, but a crooked tree bugs me. Let's try that again. I'm going to scoot it over more and cut off more of it. That way I can concentrate on it not being crooked. Now I have no trunk left. But I think that's a price I'm going to have to pay to make it work. Okay, that'll do. I did not like that being crooked. All right, now I need my dot markers. I say dot markers like it's plural, but I only have one green one. Zig Clean Color Dot Marker, awesome for planners. Remember that meeting I said I have on Monday that I won't be at? I'm going to put a dot here for it, and I'm going to write it in, and I'm going to write it in parentheses. And that will remind me to get with other people on the committee and find out what I missed, since I will be at this meeting instead. So dots are what I use generally for things that come up that I don't know about yet. Grocery pickups, dry cleaning, errands, that kind of thing. That's what I use dots for. I also use them for steps. So I'm going to put 7 dots in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to represent 7 days of the week. And then I need something that says steps up there. And I just happen to have a pretty sticker that says it that I made. You don't need to do that. You can handwrite it, but I like mine because I have it. Plus, having the stickers reminds me to do it. So there you go. I'm also going to use my highlighter in here to say dress up days. And I'm going to do that on each of these. And then I'm going to use the dot marker so that I can put a dot for each school. So I'll put, that's not a dot marker. That's a dot marker. So elementary and middle. Elementary and middle school. Elementary and middle school. So I can write both of them down because I get choices. I get choices. Wow, look at this. The weekend looks pretty nice. I don't know if it is nice because I think something's going to come up. But for now, it's pretty nice. Oh, I know. I need to do my to-do lists. I always almost forget these. It's crazy. To-do lists are highly important for me, and I should have printed out extra Christmas trees for my to-do list. That's so sad that I did not. But you know what? I did print some out on paper to see if the color would work. And so now I have these that I printed out on paper just to see if the coloring would print right. And I changed some of the coloring. You'll notice, like, I think it was this sticker. I think I made it, well, okay, it didn't change. I tried to make it a little less blue. Apparently I didn't. Anyway, so I printed some out on paper. And so now I have them and they can become sticker-like. And so I'm going to just use a glue stick that I apparently like to glue the lid to. Just a regular old glue stick, nothing fancy. And I'm going to decorate the bottom of my to-do list with just a sticker. I mean, just a glued piece of paper, honestly. And then I will do that for the other one as well. I will have two to-do lists. And I will tell you why in just a moment. And so I will get this and put him right here. And these two I don't need. All right, so why do I have two to-do lists? Why do I have to-do lists at all is one question you might have. I am not a multiple planner person. I like to have everything in one place. Some people are multiple planner people. More power to them. I don't think that way. My brain needs everything in one place. It's just part of organization for me. So I need a place for to-do lists because it looks like there's a lot of space here, but it's not enough for to-dos. It's just not. So I will use these lists. Now these happen to be from the company Tool from Office Depot or Office Max, Office something or another. But you can make your own out of extra paper, just cut it down. Or Happy Planner has them, has smaller pages. They're a little wider than this, but it's the same idea. There are lots of ways to make this work, but this is how I do it. I used smaller boxes this week for no reason in particular. That's what I was grabbing while I was talking to you. So I will only put at home and at work. I won't put the words to do, but I know this is a to-do list. Anybody can figure that out, right? And so now this, along with this, will become, honestly, the most important part of the planner. This is kind of the lifeline, the to-do list is. The rest of this is just, honestly, now that I've written it in, I'm going to remember most of it and won't need to glance. But these two to-do lists I will have to look at constantly. So these are the life of my planner. And now, I'm essentially finished. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, or if you learned something, or if you just, whatever. If you want to give me a thumbs up, that would be fabulous. I would love it. And even more so, I'd love a subscribe. It costs you nothing, but it helps me out. And it lets you know when my videos come out. So thumbs up and subscribe, and you can just be welcome to all my craziness. And we'll see what theme I go with next week, because there are too many. There are just too many. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great week. It's getting that crazy time, not just for teachers, not just for music teachers, but everybody. So I hope you can find some calm in the crazy. Stay safe, stay healthy, happy planning. Bye-bye.